Sure.
Hello, good evening.
Evening. Nice to
Oh,
meet you.
nice to meet you too. How are you today?
Oh, well, I'm good.
Okay, you're
Oh,
doing good. Yes. So your uncle told me that we're going to try the 15-minute trial class. So it's roughly 11 to 14 minutes, just like in the real Ielts speaking exam. Okay, but before that, let's have a short introduction. I will speak slowly for you. If you have questions, let me know. My name is Teacher Angela, and I am currently teaching Vietnamese students who are going to different universities abroad and who will be taking Ielts and other English exams soon. So most of my students are Vietnamese. The class is usually one-on-one. It's 50 minutes to 1 hour per class. So how about you? Can you please introduce yourself first?
my name is Phùng Ngọc Tú. You can call me Tú. I'm come from Vietnam, and currently I am a senior student at high school. Um, yes, well, I'm 17 years old, and last month I take part in the IELTS speaking test, and I achieved 5.5 band in overall and speaking band.
I see. So for the speaking, you got 5.5. Don't worry. In our class, maybe it will, the score will increase. Okay. So, Fong, as you see, this is the first class. So I'm going to run a mock exam with you, meaning I will pretend as the examiner and then you will be the student. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening. Come and take a seat. Welcome to IELTS. I'm Angela. I am your IELTS examiner for today. How are you?
Well, I'm good.
Okay. Can you tell me your name and your city?
Mm, my name is Phùng Ngọc Tú. I'm come from Vĩnh Phúc, one of the province of Vietnam.
Okay. Are you a student or a worker?
Currently, I am a senior student at a high school.
Okay, senior student. Are you feeling nervous now?
What?
Are you feeling nervous or are you excited to take the speaking?
Oh, well, I'm I'm preparing to engage in the university entrance exams. I
Mm.
just was worry about it.
Okay, I see. No worries about that. So, as you know, for the speaking, I'm going to ask you random questions. We have part one, two, and three. Now, the first question is for part one, weekend. Do you like weekends?
Week um
Yeah. Do you like weekends?
um yes, um as a senior student, I am bombarded with heavy workload, and um at the weekends it is my free time, and I can use my leisure time on to unwind, um and that is the opportunities to me for let my hair down.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Do you plan your weekends?
Mm, it's hard to say because I am not have I am having a stable daily basis, and uh it depend on my mood my
Okay,
mood.
depends on your mood. Oh, I see. We're the same. Sometimes I plan my weekend, sometimes not. Okay, what did you do last weekend?
Mm, I am the I am a environmental friendly, and almost my leisure time is gardening because um I want to make the earth become green and
Wow,
greener.
amazing. Okay. What's your favorite day of the week?
Oh, yes, of course. As I mentioned above, I like the weekend, and it's Saturday and Sunday. Um, let's say
Okay.
yes.
What will you do next weekend?
Mm, I'm I don't have a exact exact um, maybe what is say I don't have a plan because yes.
Okay,
Mm,
you don't have a plan. Okay, this weekend. All right. Thanks so much for your part one answer. I am now showing you part two topic. Okay. Is it visible? You can see it.
yeah, yes.
Now, for the part two, you have 1 minute to think and 1 to 2 minutes to speak. Your time to think starts now. Describe an interesting old person you have met. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Let's
Mm,
start, please.
well, well, today I'm gonna to talk about the person who make me excited when I asking he to him. He's a flower retailer. Um, because I am a from environment friendly and I like planting trees. That's the most cheese I like is the flower because it always lean toward the sun, and I go. That's the reason why sometimes I go to the market to buy the flower. Um, one time I met his a um one time I met he um and I saw interesting because he's although he's very old, but no, although he's very old, he's also enthusiastic. Um, mm,
Okay.
because we have the same hobby and
Okay. Our time is up for this round, Fong. Now, let's proceed to part three. Okay. Now, part three, question number one. Do you think old people and young people can share interests?
mm, care in have the same interest.
Yeah. Do you think old and young people have the same interest?
Um, from my perspective, I think no, because um, due to the generation gap, the older tend to engage in the um, activity like yoga and it is not active like the young because the young is always full energy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What can we learn from old people?
Um,
What can we learn from old people?
yes, of course, there all have many experiment and mm, yes,
Mm-hmm.
of course, I have no
Okay.
idea.
All
Yes.
right. No worries. Next question is, do you think people are more selfish today?
Self,
Selfish. Do you
self,
think people are more selfish today?
selfish.
Okay, I will send you the word. Meaning they only think about themselves. Do you think people only think about themselves most of the time?
Mm,
Okay, we move on to my last question. All right. Last question is, what can we learn from young people? What can we learn from young people?
um, um, although the young have not no much experiment as the old, but no, but they can do everything. Um, um, and on the create their creative is also remarkable, and they
Mm-hmm.
don't self um self when
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your answers, Fung, and good luck. All right.
yes,
Don't leave yet. We're going to have the feedback, okay, feedback time. All right. Fung, you are shy. Don't be shy. I don't eat people as well. So you can be more confident, okay, when you speak. Sometimes our vocabulary is okay, but we cannot get the score we want primarily because we are not confident. And the listener can feel that if you're shy, if you're nervous, your voice is shaking. So that's why you have to pretend like you're really ready for the exam, and you really have to convince them you need 6 or 7. You need 7. Most of my students got 7 for speaking. So I hope we can also get that. However, yes, I notice problems when you speak. The first one is your pronunciation. For example, I am listening well, so you have to check. It's not province, it's province. Province. These are the
yes,
major ones. Okay. Next, we have engage. Province, engage. Flower, you say flower. You have to open your mouth widely. And it's not planning, it's planting. Be careful. Planning, planting. Don't forget that when you mispronounced so many words, it is recorded and we will hear your mistakes. Okay, the speaking, that's why we easily get the scores for speaking because it's recorded. We can check your mistakes and do not say the reason why. You can choose only one because it's already redundant. So you can just say the reason or that is why. We cannot join them together. All right. Now, your part one answer are okay. Part one answers are okay because for part one, we don't have so many highfalutin words. For part one, we don't have to really impress them that much because we only want simple answers for part one. Part two is okay because I like that you like planting. I also like planting. So it's a good answer. However, it is not that long. So you have to really extend it. Extend it for like 2 minutes. Extend it for 1 minute and 50 seconds, something like that. And your main problem is your part three. Okay, I'd like to warn you. If your part three is down, meaning the answers are weak, like you cannot answer some questions, it is greatly affecting this core system. Okay, so you will see some students, oh, my speaking is okay, but why is it 5? Probably because of your part three. So please prepare more for part three. Okay? All
yes.
right. I'm going to talk to your uncle and maybe we can end here for now. See you next class. Bye bye.
Yes. Bye.